8 meses antes do programa da NBC TV, a Allied Artists lançou uma versão cinematográfica de The Bat com o slogan publicitário: "Quando o morcego voa, alguém morre". A estrela do cinema mudo Crane Wilbur adaptou a peça de Rinehart Hopwood e também dirigiu o filme para a Liberty Pictures. Ele escreveu anteriormente House of Wax, Museu de Cera, 1953, e The Mad Magician, O Mágico Louco, 1954, ambos filmes para Vincent Price, que encabeçou esta terceira versão de The Bat, no papel expandido do Dr. Malcolm Wells. Apesar de ser o principal nome, Price teve menos tempo de tela do que a coestrela Agnes Moorehead, que domina os procedimentos como a escritora de mistério Cornelia Van Gorder. Alguma publicidade foi gerada para o filme ao incluir Darla Hood, outrora a queridinha das comédias Our Gang, A Turma, no que seria seu último filme. Gavin Gordon, como Tenente Anderson, e John Sutton, interpretando Warner, o mordomo, foram destaque, embora o filme teria se beneficiado se eles tivessem trocado de papéis. A Variety chamou a produção de lenta. Em Theatre Stage to Screen to Television, 1981, William Torbert Leonard observou que tinha atuações hiperativas e falta de definição, tanto na caracterização quanto no incidente, e ninguém se importa com as vítimas tanto quanto com a identidade de O Morcego. Filmada na primavera de 1959, a produção é definitivamente a pior das 3 versões cinematográficas da peça de mistério de grande sucesso, mas não é isenta de mérito e, no geral, é um horror-mistério bem feito e bastante divertido. De particular interesse é o atrito subentendido entre os personagens do Dr. Wells, Tenente Anderson, e Warner, o mordomo. A escritora de mistério best-seller Cornelia Van Gorder, Moorehead, junto com a rude Lizzie Allen, Lenita Lane, sua companheira, alugam uma mansão remota chamada The Oaks. Então ela acusa Warner de ser o louco. O médico retorna repentinamente a The Oaks, alegando que sofreu um acidente de carro, e Anderson também o suspeita dos crimes. O detetive Davenport, Robert B. Williams, é designado para guardar a casa, mas durante a noite é drogado. Cornelia volta para o 3º andar e encontra uma sala secreta, contendo um cofre trancado, atrás de uma lareira. Ela fica trancada na sala enquanto o morcego surpreende Wells em seu laboratório e o mata. Lizzie revive Davenport e os dois localizam Cornelia, que está prestes a sufocar na sala fechada. Quando eles veem que a garagem está em chamas, Cornelia percebe que o morcego ateou fogo para tirá-los da casa. O trio espera pelo assassino. O morcego aparece e tenta abrir o cofre onde o dinheiro roubado está escondido. Quando está prestes a assassinar as 2 mulheres, ele é baleado nas costas por Warner, que desmascara o louco. Cornelia faz com que o dinheiro roubado seja devolvido ao banco. Vic Bailey é libertado e Cornelia termina seu mais recente thriller sobre o morcego.
One of the chestnuts of the 20th century stage, The Bat had its basis in Mary Roberts Rinehart's novel The Circular Staircase, published in 1908. Under that title, it was filmed by Selig Pictures in 1915 by director Edward J. Lasant, starring Guy Oliver, Edith Johnson, Stella Rosetto, Eugenie Besserer, and Bertram Graspy. 5 years later, Rinehart and Avery Hopwood collaborated on a stage version, The Bat, which debuted at Broadway's Morcego Theatre on August 23, 1920, and had a run of 867 performances. The cast included Effie Elza, Edward Ellis, Anne Morrison, and May Vokes. 2 years later, it was staged in London, and in its cast were Claude Rains, Arthur Wantner, a future screen Sherlock Holmes, and Eva Moore. It ran for over 300 performances. Mary Pickford produced the first screen adaptation of The Bat, United Artists, 1926, featuring her younger brother Jack Pickford, along with Jewel Carmen, Louise Fazenda, Emily Fitzroy, Robert McKim, Sojin, Eddie Gribbon and Tullio Carminati. It was adapted to the screen and directed by Roland West, who also did the same chores for the first sound version of the vehicle, The Bat Whispers, which was produced by Art Cinema Corporation and issued by United Artists in late November 1930. Chester. Morris, Una Merkel, William Bakewell, Gustav von Seifertitz, Richard Tucker, Grace Hampton and Maud Eburn headed the cast. May Vokes repeated the role of Lizzie in the 1937 Broadway revival of The Bat, which also featured Minette Barrett, Herman Lieb, Linda Lee Hill, and Robert Ober. The production had a brief run on Broadway early in 1953 with Lucille Watson, Zesu Pitts, and Shepard Strudwick. At the end of that year, it was presented on the syndicated Broadway television theatre program, starring Estelle Winwood, Alice Pierce, and Jay Jostin. In March 1960, The Bat was an episode of NBC TV's Dow Hour of Great Mysteries, and its cast included Helen Hayes, Jason Robards, Shepard Strudwick, Bethel Leslie, and Margaret Hamilton. 8 months before the NBC TV program, Allied Artists released a screen version of The Bat with the advertising pitch, "When the bat flies, someone dies." Silent Screen star Crane Wilbur adapted the Rinehart Hopwood play and also directed the film for Liberty Pictures. He previously wrote House of Wax, 1953, and The Mad Magician, 1954, both vehicles for Vincent Price, who headlined this third version of The Bat in the expanded role of Dr. Malcolm Wells. Despite top billing, Price had less screen time than co-star Agnes Moorehead, who dominates the proceedings as mystery writer Cornelia Van Gorder. Some publicity was generated for the movie by including Darla Hood, once the little darling of the Our Gang comedies, in what would be her final film. Gavin Gordon as Lieutenant Anderson and John Sutton playing Warner the butler were featured, although the film would have benefited if they had swapped roles. Variety called the production sluggish. In theatre staged to screen to television, 1981, William Torbert Leonard noted it had overactive performances and a lack of definition both in characterization and incident, and one AS left caring as little about the victims as about the identity of the bat. Filmed in the spring of 1959, the production is definitely the least of the 3 screen versions of the highly successful mystery play, but it is not without merit, and overall is a well-made and fairly entertaining horror mystery. Of particular interest is the underplayed friction between the characters of Dr. Wells, Lieutenant Anderson, and Warner the butler. Best-selling mystery writer Cornelia Van Gorder, Moorehead, along with rough-hewn Lizzie Allen, Lenita Lane. Her companion lease a remote mansion called the Oaks, so she accuses Warner of being the madman. The doctor suddenly returns to the Oaks, claiming he was in a car accident, and Anderson also suspects him of the crimes. Detective Davenport, Robert B. Williams, is assigned to guard the house, but during the night he is drugged. Cornelia goes back to the 3rd floor and finds a secret room containing a locked safe behind a fireplace. She gets locked in the room, while the bat surprises Wells in his laboratory and kills him. Lizzie revives Davenport, and the two locate Cornelia, who is about to suffocate in the closed room. When they see the garages ablaze, Cornelia realizes that the bat set a fire to get them out of the house. The trio waits for the killer. The bat shows up and tries to open the safe where the stolen money is hidden. As he's about to murder the 2 women, he is shot in the back by Warner, who unmasks the madman. Cornelia has Thestalon money returned to the bank. Vic Bailey is freed, and Cornelia finishes her latest thriller about the bat.